6:45, Thursday. Our house is officially for sale. It's on the market. It's on the market. So now we need to leave. Yeah. I don't know if today it's going to be super busy since it just went live. Like middle of the night, but I think definitely tomorrow and Saturday it's going to be super busy. So it just makes sense for us to leave so we don't have to keep taking the dogs out and like I'm trying to work or whatever. We're just trying to chill.
The reason we got the travel trailer is to for this moment, so we could break that in.
Yep.
And not be here.
Yep. So time to wake up.
Yeah.
It's not really working. And
I stayed up way too late.
So probably a montage here.
It's really weird. It's very surreal thinking about when we bought this house and we knowing we're not going to live in it forever and we're going to sell it someday. I'm like, okay, well, a lot of the stuff we're doing is for the next owners to enjoy, and we finally, literally to the dot, finished. And we're like, man, this house is nice.
I'm here in the RV. I made it with the dogs. Brian is at work, so it's time to turn this into a home away from home. Alright, so I got some windows open. I got most of the stuff from the truck in. Brian has the entire other car loaded full of stuff. Basically, we like moved out of our house today. Now I'm going to time-lapse me putting stuff away, I guess, and figuring out how to make this work. So yeah, here we go. Is Kona tired? Why is she so tired?
She jumped on here all on her own.
Just like that?
Mm-hmm. So I'm allergic to like everything up here apparently. My nose is bleeding.
You're internally bleeding?
I'm internally bleeding. What is this? Can you play in here? Is there enough room to play? Jazz like, I'm not leaving this carpet. Come on, Kona. Hey, I'm Jazz. I gotta insert myself into everything.
Insert myself. So today is Monday, President's Day. Our house has been on the market for 4 days. And our realtor stopped showings last night because she said everyone and their dog has seen our house. So the numbers as of yesterday morning, when she gave me an update, she said 52 private showings, 50 people had gone to the open house on Saturday, and there was another open house yesterday, Sunday.
Yeah, we don't know how long you were in that.
So we don't know yet.
I tried my best not to care about numbers because we've been so absorbed with fixing up the house and doing stuff. Not really fixing it, but like, you know, just being it ready to get on the market, that it's been exhausting. It's very exhausting. Like
mentally and physically.
Yeah. I try to do my best to just take a chill pill every so often and just, you know, live life. But when you give yourself a deadline where, you know, other people are relying on you, you make shit happen. And we did.
We did.
So,
and it's hard to, like, come back from that.
Yeah. If we just look at the Zillow numbers of, like, views and saves and stuff, it's, I gotta give credit to the photographer first.
I think we're also too used to being in it
Yeah, that's probably true.
I think if you walked in, like,
I can see all the defects.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we see all the like work we put into, like, oh, like I would do this now, or I would do that better.
Yeah, we're gonna pack up some of the stuff, some foods and whatnot, and close this up, clean the tanks out, empty the tanks out, and then head back to what is currently our home.
Hey, you know what would be fun? What? It's probably not going to be fun. I think I should paint more things. I think that was like the most exciting thing that we've done on this channel so far. You're out of your freaking mind. So the first thing I'm doing is removing the valances from all of the windows. And you might be like, Chelsea, you just bought a brand new RV. Why are you removing stuff from a perfectly good brand new RV? The answer is because we're going to live in it full time. I am very focused on making it feel homey and cozy, especially because I work from home. So I'm going to be in this space all the time. So I'm going to kind of draw on some sources that I saw Pinterest and redo some aspects of the RV. We're not going to gut it. We're not doing anything like that. Like, the floor is good, the walls are good, but you're going to notice that there will be aesthetic changes that will make it feel more like a standard built home instead of a motor home. I'm going to start wood filling all of the other holes, and then we're going to see where that gets us. I may go back through and sand them today, maybe TSP before I go, but honestly, today's project is just kind of like for fun. You know, there's no rush. It's not like when we were selling our house, we had to get things done on a deadline. So we'll see how much I feel like doing today. The next step is to clean the walls with something called TSP. It's trisodium phosphate. It's a very, very harsh abrasive cleaner. It's supposedly recommended anytime you actually go and paint your walls that you use this. And using this, from what I've read on the internet, using this cleaner before you go ahead and put on the bonding primer helps to ensure that the paint sticks to it. Because again, it's not wood, it's not drywall, it's not sheetrock, it's like a weird vinyl laminate thing. So we're gonna go ahead and do the TSP now. You clean with that, then you go back and you use just a regular damp sponge with water to wash it off. We let that dry. I'm probably gonna call it a day then. Tomorrow I'll come back and get ready for priming. I don't know if I'll finish painting tomorrow, but at least we'll get started in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so that's the end of day one. That took a long time, even though our travel trailer's not that big. I'm going to see if I can convince Brian to come back with me tomorrow to help with this whole thing. It's kind of hard to see because I brought the bump out in, but basically that furniture needs to come out to paint the wall behind it. And doing that on my own would be, if not entertaining, then at least impossible. Whew. Oh man, it's a lot easier to do this when the gimbal actually works. So yeah, don't judge me for the weird angles on yesterday's footage. So we're here, day 2 at the trailer. I have enlisted Brian to help me remove some of the very large items of furniture that are in here. For our needs living in it full time, we need a bigger couch, which I know sounds like not a need, but it is for us because when we chill, we're usually just chilling on the couch. And we'll also be replacing the dinette with a desk. So yeah, we're gonna take those out and get rolling. Hey, you did it.
It's pretty simple.
I definitely couldn't have done it by myself, that's for sure.
You probably should turn the light off. Probably should have it like...
Nope, that wasn't it. Okay.
Nice.
I'm thinking I'm going to replace that fixture.
This will be easy to do with these plugs.
Excellent.
It's like super simple.
Okay. I'm gonna look for one.
Cool.
It's an exciting time here, friends. It's time to finally primer this. And it's probably gonna look almost the same as the paint realistically, because the paint shade that I got is like the very slightest off-white. It was a color that I saw recommended on Pinterest several times for adding a little bit of warmth to a space. So right now we're just gonna paint it white. We're gonna give ourselves a clean slate, and I think it's gonna look really good when we're done, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm very nervous to start. So here we go.
Working on this. So we had a griddle, but we haven't opened it up yet, so we just opened it. Blackstone, and I seasoned it. So a little smoking. I used it to make an egg because I was like, man, I did all this to season it. Might as well try it. It's a fantastic egg, I'd say so myself.
So whatever happened to the 21 offers that were on our house after our big debut weekend? Funny you should ask. We kind of were keeping things quiet until we knew for sure that a particular offer was going to pan out. And the best offer, the first offer that we went with, after a 5-day inspection period, the buyer wasn't happy with the inspection report because it's a 75-year-old house and it has 75-year-old house quirks. So I guess unfortunately for them, they don't get to live in this beautiful house that we renovated and put all our time and energy into. After talking it over with our realtor, we decided to go back to one of the other offers that we didn't immediately accept, and we're now under contract again. So we're not gonna jinx it by saying anything or talking to you guys about it too much, because who knows what's gonna happen with this one. It's a really wild housing market here in Tampa. So yeah, that's just a little update we'll give you at the end here. Once we're fully under contract and locked in, I'm hopeful that'll be in our next video. We can talk a little bit more about what's coming up next, when our closing period is, and all the things we need to do to the RV to get it ready to live in. Yeah, I feel like that's it. Cool. Bye.